Hi YouTube, Unkert here. In this Python basics video, I want to talk about conditionals in Python. So let's create a file, and I'm going to name this file conditionals.py. Okay, and I'll get rid of the sidebar here. And let's have a simple program where we ask the user for their age and we determine whether they can get into the bar or not. So I'll say age equals, and we want this to be an integer, so we'll wrap it with the integer here, and we'll do input, and we'll say, what is your age? And we'll leave a space after the question mark for formatting. And then we can do a conditional, okay? So in Python, as in many programming languages, you have if, then elif, which is like else if, and then else. So you basically have an if, else statement that you can use. So I'm going to say if age is greater than or equal to 21, I'm going to put some colons, and the code that we want to run after this if statement has to be indented, typically 4 spaces. I'm going to print you may enter the bar. Okay. Then I can do an elif statement, so I can type elif, and I can say age is greater than or equal to 18, and I can use this Boolean condition, and age is less than 21, although we really don't need that. And PyCharm is telling me, hey, my IDE PyCharm is telling me, hey, I really don't need this, because if the age is greater than or equal to 21, it's not going to get down to this condition. So what I can do is I can delete to the end of this line, and then I'll just put a colon here. So this will only happen if you're between 18 and under 21. Okay, we'll print something like you are an adult, but you may not enter the bar. Okay. And then the third here is if the age is less than 18, which is the only other condition we can possibly have at this point. We'll just print you are a minor. You may not enter the bar. Okay. Now you notice these comparison operators, so the greater than or equal to. In Python, let's make a section here where we make some comments here about the conditional operators, or the comparison operators. So we have greater than, we have less than, we have greater than or equal to, we have less than or equal to, we have equal to, which is the double equals, and we have not equal to. In addition to this stuff, we also have some Boolean comparisons. We have and. Both sides must be true for this to be true. Or one side must be true for it to be true. And then not, it must not be true for it to be true. Okay, so those are some comparisons there. Let's test out this program and make sure it works as expected. So I'm going to open up my terminal and run the program with Python 3 conditionals.py. What is your age? Let's say you're exactly 21. You may enter the bar. Okay. What is your age? Let's say 20. You are an adult but may not enter the bar. Okay. What is your age? Let's say 17. You are a minor. You may not enter the bar. Okay. We'll try a few more conditions here. What is your age? 18. You're an adult but may not enter the bar. Let's try 22. You may enter the bar. Okay. All right. So let me get rid of this stuff here, and let's actually take this and put it in a function here, And let's call this function, call it check ID, and we'll take in a variable age, and then let's paste this stuff here. And instead of printing, let's just return some things. So we'll return if the age is greater than or equal to 1 or 21, we'll return you may enter the bar. Okay, if it's greater than or equal to 18 but less than 21, we'll return you're an adult but may not enter the bar. Okay, and then we'll also have, if it's less than 18, we'll return you're a minor. Go home, something like that. Okay, and so we also want to have 2 spaces after our function. And once we determine the age, what we can do is we can do a print, and then we can invoke the function check ID, passing in the argument age. And let's now run this program and test it out with our function. Okay, so let's do Python 3 conditionals 21. You may enter the bar. 22. You may enter the bar. 19. You're an adult but may not enter the bar. 15. You're a minor. Go home. Okay, so the program works. We can compartmentalize this into a function. We could do other things with this as too, and nest in some other if else if statements. So we could pass in something like age and let's say status. Okay, and then right here under this part we could say if status, so we are doing a nested if statement, if status equals band, what we could do is return you are banned from the bar, you may not enter. Okay, and then otherwise, outside the if statement, we would just return you may enter the bar. Okay, and then we could go down here and say, we could do something like status. No, we could do another variable allowed, and we could do an input. Are you allowed to enter the bar? Just Y or N, and we could say if allowed does not equal Y. So if they enter anything else like maybe or no or whatever, we'll just set status we'll set status equal to band, and then otherwise we'll set I've got to have a colon at the end here. Otherwise we'll set status equal to not band. Okay, and then we'll call this function and we'll pass in status. Oops, sorry. We'll pass in status as well. Okay, so now let's test out this program. Okay, so we'll go here. What is your age? Let's say I'm 21. Are you allowed to enter the bar? Well, no, I made a mistake. You are banned from the bar. You may not enter. Okay, so we can nest these conditionals. All right, so, and we could have another function here that called the status part here under this conditional. We can get it as complex as we want, but for the purposes of this video, I think that illustrates that. One more thing I want to talk about here is switch statements, which are available in other programs, and now Python 3.10 is starting to get that functionality. But if you're using Python 3.9 or lower, you can emulate a switch statement with a function. So you could do switch, and let's say you switch off on the day here, and you could say something like if day equals Monday. You could return it's the start of the week. You have to work. Okay. And we could do an elif day equals Tuesday. And we do something like, and we could also have day double equals Wednesday. Just return you have to work. And then we could do another elif. So we can do multiple elifs here. Day equals, let's say, Thursday. Or day equals Friday. Return you have to work, but the week is almost over. We could do another elif. Day equals Saturday. You could return something like party. And then we could have something like elif day equals Sunday. You could return something like fun day Sunday. And then we could also have a default statement where we return, like in switch case statements, they typically have a default, and you could return something like the day you entered does not exist. You must have had too much fun this weekend. Okay, and then we could go down here, do double spaces below the function, and we've got to actually define, yeah, we did define the function. Okay, I almost thought I didn't put the def keyword. Anyways, to call this function, we're going to just, let's ask the user for the day. So we'll say day equals input, what day is it, with a question mark, and then we'll print and we'll call the switch function and pass in the day here. And then let's run the program now. Okay, so let's just run this. Python 3 conditionals. What day is it? Monday. It's the start of the week. You have to work. What day is it? Tuesday. You have to work. What day is it? Wednesday. You have to work. What day is it? Thursday. You have to work, but the week is almost over. We got the same thing for Friday. Let's do Saturday. Parte, and let's do Wednesday. And the day you entered does not exist, so we get the default condition. Okay, so I think this video is getting a little bit long, so I'll end it. If you liked the video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.